Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I'm bringing you another episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 7. Oh, that's not it. Season 11, Episode 4. Oops, I DM'd again. Okay. If you are new here, welcome. We do reviews here. This is the Diva Nation, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and we will begin. Okay, now listen. I have moved on Sunday. This is Friday, okay? My grandmother passed away yesterday. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I ain't even unpacked yet, okay? Because I went to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. And Thursday, my grandmother passed away. Jesus Christ. But I'm still going to give y'all these reviews. I did not do Bell Collective. Well, I wrote Bell Collective, but Bell Collective came on again tonight. So I'm going to do 2 episodes in one Bell Collective when I write this review. So, and I have the last episode of Married to Medicine that I have to do too. And so I'll be somewhat caught up. But I have to go back to Ohio for a funeral. So I'm going to be behind again, but y'all bear with me. I am doing the best I can with what I got. All right. Whew. All right. We in Michigan. Okay, the Pontiacs, the Scots are in Michigan. They getting some ice cream. You know, I had a ice cream parlor in Cleveland that was called the Dippy Whip in our neighborhood. They're not here no more, but they had the best ice cream. But that's neither here nor there. I have to keep from crying. So anyway, yeah, so they're getting some ice cream. Kimmy telling the guys that they need to tell their father thank you for, you know, what he did for them growing up, and he was a good father. He had 8 kids by 26. 8 kids by 26, man. Oh my God. What the hell was they doing? Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, so they want him to get, Kimmy wants them to give him his flowers, you know, and you know, and instead of Uncle Rick, because they came for Uncle Rick, but they need to give their daddy his flowers. Okay, all right. Ken and Tricia. Okay, no, let's get into this hot damn mess. All right, so they talk about these DMs. Ken said, first of all, they talk about their little counseling session. Ken gonna get a little attitude with Dr. Francis, like, you know, when he brought up the kids and stuff like that. But he wasn't wrong. The kids gonna try to find a safe space if it ain't no safe space in their home. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong at all. So I don't know what you acting for, acting up for, Ken. The baby's gonna find a safe space if it ain't a safe space at home. Anyway, Tricia said Tisha told her that you were in some lady's DMs, and then Ken admitted it. He said it. He said, "Yeah, I was, but it wasn't a big deal to me." Yeah, that's what he said. It wasn't a big deal to him. Okay. It wasn't a big deal to him. Okay. He ain't asked Tricia, was it a big deal to her? He just said it wasn't a big deal to him. That's it. That's what he said. It wasn't a big deal to him. Okay. And Tricia gave him a look like, what you trying to say? I'm like, you just gaslighting the hell out of her,
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
I would not take this level of disrespect. Okay, but we're gonna keep it going. So Tricia said, well, why did you respond? And then Ken gonna say, bruh. Okay. Bruh. That's the first thing. Okay, that's the first thing. He said, we go days without talking to each other. So it's her fault. It's her fault that you were in some lady's DMs. It's her fault that you were in some lady's DMs. Is that what we're talking about? Am I crazy? Is her fault that you was in ladies' DMs? Cause y'all go for days without talking? And then he said, no checkups, no how you doing. It seemed like you ain't give a fuck about me. Well, you obviously didn't give a fuck about her either, because you wasn't calling her neither. So what the fuck we talking about? What the hell are we talking about, Ken? It's her fault that you in some ladies' DMs. Is that what we talking about? Is that what we talking about, Ken? Ooh. Tricia was like, we've had these conversations before. When things are not going right, it's not okay for you to respond to people. Well, then he gonna say, well, it never went past a DM or anything like that. It's got to be a mutual interest. So what the fuck you respond for then? It's obviously a mutual interest if you responded. Am I right? Am I right? Obviously, it would, or you in somebody's DMs. So it must be a mutual interest, because you like what you see to be in somebody's DMs. Or somebody DM'd you and it was a mutual interest because you responded to them. Because if it wasn't a mutual interest, you wouldn't have responded. You probably wouldn't respond to my DMs because I'm old. I'm fine as fuck, but I'm old. Fine in the motherfucker, but I am old. Okay, so you probably wouldn't have responded to me. And fat. Old and fat, okay? But I'm fine as fuck, but I am plus size, okay? So you wouldn't have responded to me. So there's mutual interest. You gaslighting the hell out of Tricia. You are gaslighting her, and you need to check yourself. So then Oh, Tricia was like in the confessional, said, "Well, I could have did something. I could have I could have did the same thing. I could have been in somebody's DMs. You could have, but you was actually in the relationship, unlike him. Because once y'all stopped talking, he was out the relationship. Okay, you still in it. He out of it. But then this what Ken said. He said you need to be consistent because it's lonely at the apartment. So what you trying to say is she needs to fix herself because you want to come back home because you lonely. Is that what we trying to say, Ken? She need to fix herself because it's lonely at the apartment, and you want to come back home, but you in ladies' DMs with mutual interest. So you fuck up, and you try to put the blame on her, basically. And Latricia said, "I'll put in the work because I want us to work." So Tricia, you trying to fix yourself? You trying to what do you have to fix? You gonna talk to him more so he won't be in people's DMs? I guarantee you he's still gonna be in women's DMs. I guarantee you. I've been there. I've been down that road, boo. Guarantee. If you talking to him every day and all that other stuff, he's still gonna be in women's DMs. Okay, that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change, boo. That's not gonna change. I don't know what you need to fix about yourself. As far as this, you may need to fix yourself of some other shit. Okay, but as far as this, you don't need to fix yourself. As far as this, now you need to fix yourself on how you talk to folk. Okay, how you talk to folk, because you talk to folk crazy. But this right here, you don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to fix yourself. You don't need to fix yourself with this part. This part right here. Okay? We going back to Pontiac, okay? Marsau and Maurice talked to their dad, telling him, first of all, the dad wanted the Maurice and Marsau to go into HVAC, but they went into construction with Uncle Rick. Like Uncle Rick, instead of the HVAC and plumbing, but he said, y'all had to find your own path and everything like that. Marsau said you did a hell of a job for what you had going on. Marsau said, I'm 45 and my wife has 3 kids. Marsau don't have 3 kids. Letitia got 3 kids. He said, my wife got 3 kids. And he said, and I can't imagine having 8 kids at 26. I can't imagine having 8 kids at 26 either. So, but Marsau said, I'm 45 and my wife has 3 kids. Okay. So then the creep squad, shout out to K1. Yeah. The Curry Squad, Will, Ken, and Martell meet up. All the men cheat in Huntsville, except for Dr. Francis. All the men All the men, all the men, all the men, all the men, all the men cheat in Huntsville. All of them. Will, Ken, Martell, Lance, Marsau, Maurice, Chris. Okay. All the men, all the men, all the men, all the men. Okay. Cheat in Huntsville. Okay. All the men. Okay. All of them. So the Creep Squad meet. And this establishment called Wicked. It is Will's establishment. It is a barbershop, a bar, a pool, a pool hall, and a strip club, all in one. Okay, and he only got one barber chair. Okay, he got a pool table, a stripper pole, and some liquor. Okay, some liquor. Okay, and a bunch of skulls. I don't understand what the skulls are, Yeah, I think that the skulls are the overkill. Okay, you don't need them on every part of the establishment. You only need like one or two. You ain't need them in every nook and corner and crevice of the establishment. That's kind of overkill, but if that's what you want, okay, that's what you want. Anyway, so Ken tells them that Tisha told Tricia about the DMs. Martell said that's some bullshit. She's trying to start something. Yeah, and you would know, Martell. You would know. She tried to start some shit with you, and you started to start some shit with her, okay? She telling you about Ariane, and you airing out all her dirty laundry going back to college, okay? All her dirty laundry. You slept with him, you slept with him, you slept with him. I was in the room. That was in college, okay? All the way back to college, okay? You aired her all her dirty laundry out, okay? So, but he said she's trying to start something. Martell in the confessional saying Tisha's husband, Marsau, has a lot more going on than Ken being in DMs. So basically what you've been always trying to say, Martell, is Marsau is a cheater. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? I think he done calmed down, because I think everybody's been on him. I think he kind of calmed down, but all the men in Huntsville cheat. So he'll get it back. He'll get it back. But I think, because he on this show, he had to slow it down. And Maurice, especially since your ass got caught. And your ass got divorced and shit like that. They don't want that same smoke over there. So I think they done calmed it down a little bit, since they've been on the show. But I listen, I don't think that they cut it off. I damn sure don't think they cut it off. But I think they done calmed it down, and some NDAs are being signed. Anyway, Ken said that I heard Tricia was at was at a lemon drop. I don't know what a lemon drop is. With some other swole dude. Okay, but did you talk to Tricia about this? Did you talk to Tricia about this? Or did you just tell your friends? Okay? If y'all in a relationship, y'all should be able to talk about this kind of shit. Oh, that's the reason why y'all's trying to work on y'all relationship, okay? Anyway, Martell said, you want your woman to do right and make you happy and make you want to come home. So it's the woman's fault that y'all is fucking around. It's the woman's fault that y'all is in people's DMs. It's the woman's fault that y'all fucking around. It's the woman's fault. And you know, she gotta change herself so you can come home. You feel better about yourself so you can come home. Is this what we talking about? I think that's the reason why I ain't got no man. I think so. I think that's the reason why I ain't got no man. Y'all too dramatic. Y'all too nope. Y'all can keep all of this shit. And so then Will was the most intelligent one. He was like, well, that's why y'all in counseling, right? And, you know, and Will is a creep, one of the biggest creeps. But I still like to slam dunk him. But, you know, one of the biggest creeps. But she said, you know, he said, why? That's why y'all in counseling, right? So anyway, we go back to Michigan. Destiny meets up with Tisha and Kimmy. They still got on these same outfits. I know they musty. Because this day is long. They done did a whole lot of stuff. They done went to see Uncle Rick. Destiny done changed her clothes and went to see her mama and mama and all this other stuff. And then they meet up again, and then they went back to the little thing. Then they go get ice cream, and then they go meet up with Destiny. I said, they still in this same outfit. I said they must. Anyway, Destiny tells them that her siblings was happy and that, you know, to meet people that look like them, you know, because they never met their real true family. And so Destiny learned from her mama that, you know, her mama masked pain and guard herself just like she does, and that's what she learned from her. So that was it. Maurice and Martell meet up. For what? I don't even know. So Martell can get a little check. Anyway, they talk about Ken and Tricia again. Maurice was like, Ken is thirst trapping online. So everybody know Ken thirst trapping online. So, but it's Tricia's fault though. It's Tricia's fault. It's your fault that he thirst trapping online. It's your fault. Anyway, Martell said, yeah, Tisha told Tricia that Ken being in some DMs. But Ken wants to get back with Tricia. And he wants to come back home. Martell said, but Tricia be lying like a motherfucker. You are the one to talk, okay? Tricia do be lying like a motherfucker, just like you, Martell, okay? Pretty much everybody be lying like a motherfucker on Huntsville. But Martell asked Maurice about the restaurant that Marsau was supposed to fix for them. And it hasn't been going too well. So, Kimmy is all up in arms about that, and whatever. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see if Maurice want to get out his soft hands era to pitch in. All right, so Ken meets with Marsau to talk about his wife. Marsau asked Ken, what are you doing moving out? And you hope she chases you. And then Ken was like, well, why did Tisha tell Tricia that I was in some girl's DMs? And he said, my Tisha? And he said, yep, my Tisha, okay. He said, that's concerning. He said, I want to find out what the context of that conversation was. Yeah, okay, well, you'll find out next episode, okay? So, that was the end of the episode. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.